Our worst defensive performance in a half since I've been at Nevada. We're severely overrated right now. I can't state that enough. We didn't provide any energy whatsoever in the second half to get our crowd involved. And we have a long way to go. Defense was absolutely non-existent in the second half, non-existent. By far the most disappointed I've been in our team since I've been at Nevada.
Questions? You guys obviously built a really big lead in the first half. Do you think some of those defensive issues is just letting things slip in the second half, or are they larger?
But we have large issues. We have so many issues I can't even, you know, I mean, we'll just get back to the drawing board. I mean, simple things like when the ball goes in the post, we're supposed to dig. It's been something that we've worked on since the first day I got here. They don't dig. They don't front the post. We've gotten 0 from our center spot again. And, you know, no energy in the building tonight. And, again, just just not that good. I mean, that's the bottom line. We're a mid to low level Mountain West team right now, and that's I'm not just saying that. Like we're really where we are.
So it's not like trying to light a fire or anything.
No, it's a straight fact. I mean, to give up 52 points and to be outscored by 10 points in the second half, it's a flat fact that there's about 7 teams better than us in the Mountain West right now.
What about on offense? What did you think of the performance there?
Thank goodness that Kendall's played the way he has the last 2 games, because, I mean, I haven't been around a player, at least since we've been here, that's been that hot for 2 straight games, and he's got great confidence, but we're still sloppy with the ball. I mean, we turn the ball over, and guys aren't in their right spots, and, you know, thought our split actions was the best, you know, that we've had Dayton for a long time as far as moving without the ball for stretches, but just, you know, I can't believe we gave up 52% shooting and 52 points. I mean, I'm baffled.
What did you tell the team afterwards about that second half?
Just what I told you guys.
In terms of Kendall, a lot of people might look at last year with Marcus Marshall and compare, okay, Marcus was such a great shooter. How is Kendall different than Marcus when it comes to shooting threes? Yeah, they're completely different because Marcus kind of manufactured his own. We bring Kendall off a lot of screens and stuff, and you know, obviously Kendall can play the 2, 3, and 4, so he's playing 3 different positions for us, and now because of the way we played at the center spot, he'll have to play some 5 for us. You know, we miss Marcus tremendously. We miss him a ton because he can create his own shot at any time, and you know, Cam shot blocking and cleaning stuff up. It's, you know, we just got a lot of work to do, a lot of work. I wish we had months and months before we play a game, but obviously we play a game, you know, a week from Friday, and you know, these guys are just so young and don't understand the urgency of where we really are as a team, you know. But I can tell you, like, the Mountain West voting, like, those guys have no idea because, man.
Did you see some of the defensive signs against Grand Canyon, or was it more just particular to?
I thought Grand Canyon just missed threes. I mean, I watched them on tape, and they go 2 for 25, and their buddy's my assistant, and he just laughed. He said, "Coach, our best player didn't play, and we just missed threes." So, you know, we got. I mean, we got. In order to be a decent team, we're going to have to win our share at home, and we're going to have to get our crowd involved. But, you know, I mean, my son drove 3.5 hours. He got an 8-hour round trip. I mean, you know, he wasn't. No one's excited the way we played in the second half, and I apologize to the fans the way we defended in the second half.
Kendall was 9 of 36 in the Costa Rica trip from 3. Obviously, Wade, he had 9 tonight alone. Is there something different with the form, or is it just breaking off that?
No, I mean, you know, like in Costa Rica, we kept going to them, and you know, driving in our first exhibition game. Called a couple of my buddies and no one on our staff just because I felt like we needed to start him, and try, because, you know, leading up the whole week he was not going to start.
But the 2 games when the lights have been on, he's been awesome. He's had a great attitude since the day he stepped on campus, and he's no maintenance to us. We never worry about him. He's very consistent in his approach, but he did struggle for sure in Costa Rica, and I think he was a little bit down about it. But he's we just need him to believe that the shots are going to fall, because we believe they're going to go. He's got great picture perfect form. He's done a good job of getting a little more arch on the shot. I think at times his shot was flat in Costa Rica, but he's made his own adjustments. Nothing that any of the coaching staff has done. And again, he's shooting the ball at such a high clip. Probably needed to get him a few more shots even tonight. That's on me.
Jordan didn't play. Is it just a precautionary thing?
Yeah, he's about 70% sprained ankle, and he probably could have played if it was a league game that we had to win. But if he's like this against Idaho or Rhode Island, he won't play. Just because it's a long year, and he's struggled with injuries the entire training camp, and hopefully he can get healthy this week.
Do you think the lack of intensity is related to him not playing, given the kind of energy and heart he plays?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any doubt that we miss him tremendously. But having said that, we have enough veterans and guys on our team that need to step up. But I could go out there with my 2 sons and 2 grad assistants and hold them to 52 points. I mean, it was an abysmal defensive performance in the second half.
Coach, you talked a lot last year about how much Josh had improved in the second half of the season. What do you see him so far through the first 2 exhibition games?
Yeah, I mean, we need him on the floor, for sure. He's got to learn to do a better job of not fouling defensively. He had 2 switches defensively, and they were miscues on his part, and we'll show him on film. But we need him out on the court. We're a different team when he's playing, and he plays with great energy and great effort. So, we're never worried about his effort. We're never worried about starting him or not starting him, just because we're going to play him, because same as last year, he tries to do everything that we ask. And when a guy tries to do what you ask and plays with great energy and effort, then his points are a bonus. He rebounded the ball tonight and to have 20 and 10 in 25 minutes. I mean, he did a heck of a job tonight. And he played as well as anybody that we had in Costa Rica. And it's just, he's been that way since he stepped on campus. He was great last year and earned minutes over guys that have been here a long time just because he plays hard.
So would you say this was not a step in the right direction for the team?
Definitely not a step in the right direction at all. Again, I mean, I feel bad. We got such great fans, and we just gave them, they just sat on their hands tonight because we just didn't give them enough. And we need our crowd, because we're not good enough to just win. So we really, really need our crowd to get involved, and we've got to get them involved. It's not up to them. It's up to us on how we play, and to give up 31 free throws attempted and to not rebound the ball again. It's just, it's the same things we keep talking about. We had 4 guys in foul trouble.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Questions for Kendall?
What's been different for you shooting in these last 2 games versus what was on the
Costa Rica, I don't know. It was kind of, I was in a rut. I tried to shoot myself out of it. The team did a good job of keep feeding me, and I wasn't able to get things going like I wanted to. But the biggest thing was just staying confident, still putting in the work and just believing in myself. I think, the coaches, like Coach Muss said, continuing to screen for me, give me the ball, in the spots that I like it. So I think it's really a team effort. But yeah, just staying confident and my teammates believe me is what really helped me.
Did you make any changes as far as performance or lost on the ball?
Nah, I've been shooting the same way for a while.
What did you think of the defensive effort? Obviously, Coach is not very happy.
Yeah, we just we didn't do enough. We thought we did enough coming out in the first half, and we got really lackadaisical. And credit them. They're a good team when they're confident, and they came out, hit us on the chin a couple times, and we were never able to separate ourselves like we wanted to. and like we should have. But you know, that things we just got to correct in the film room. Like Coach said, just go back to the drawing boards. But you know, I think our goals are still attainable. You know, it was a little step backwards, but we rather get this out the way when it doesn't count than when it does.
Sitting on the bench last year, watching what Marcus did and how many threes he hit, new school record. I mean, did that motivate you coming into this year to want to produce like he did, or even better?
To be honest, I really wasn't worried about that. I mean, I was really just trying to contribute in any way I can. You know, the coaches and my teammates want me to shoot when I'm open, and you know, if it's a good look, I'll take it. If not, you know, I'm gonna make an extra pass. But you know, trying to replace what Marcus did is tough, man. What he did was kind of, you know, his late game situations, how confident he was and how efficient he was. That's tough to replace. I'm just gonna do whatever I can, you know, to help the team win.
Is there anything coming in here as a transfer that you want to kind of show and prove as part of your game that whoever?
I just want to be consistent, man. I think as you get older, you know, you value the games when, you know, you have 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row. Not just shooting the ball well, but just being effective. You know, shooting a good percentage. You know, rebounding, making things happen. Kind of not just being out there. So, you know, just kind of have consistent games and not having too many lapses.
Any more questions for Kendall?
Do you think some of what Coach is saying is just to get you guys motivated? He doesn't maybe do the 7th or
to be honest, I think it's about 70% real and 30% motivation. I think he really does believe that we're not as good as what we are, and I don't believe it either. I think, you know, we are a little overhyped, but you know, I definitely think that, you know, we can turn it around in a week or so. I think if we really buckle down and just put more of an emphasis. But yeah, what he was talking is really true, though. I mean, we do have a lot of work to do.
Thanks, Kendall.
Yeah.
Questions for Josh?
Can you talk about your comfort level this year compared to last year? You just seem a lot more aggressive, especially at the offensive end.
Yeah, I think that's it's a big difference from last year. Last year, my role wasn't really to score or to be as aggressive as I've been this year, and we lost a lot last year. So I just know that you know, I just had to be more aggressive and just come out more comfortable and more relaxed, and you know, just playing hard.
How much of the defensive issues in the second half were just you guys were up by a lot of points? You know, maybe just didn't play as hard. It's really not a huge issue.
Yeah, I think we just took being up by so much in the first half, took that for granted, and we just kind of, you know, just didn't play as hard in the second half. We had a lot of energy in the first half, like Coach said. We had the crowd into it. Everybody was playing hard, and then we just kind of relaxed in the second half, and you know, just took them for granted. And once they got confident, they started hitting threes, and you know, we were just never able to get back to how we played in the first half defensively. You know, so it was just a mistake by us and a miscue.
With Kendall playing like that, I guess what does it do for the rest of you guys as far as driving and being able to attack because they can't play on him?
Yeah, it means get him the ball as soon as possible. Drop actions, setting screens for him, making sure he gets open, and making sure he just shoots. Whether if he's hot like that and he misses one, you know, just give him the ball right back. And it does open up the rest for us, and you know, to drive and kick to him. But yeah, it just means get him the ball right away as soon as possible.
You like where this team is basically 2 weeks before your first game?
I think we have a lot to work on, just because we're smaller this year, and like Coach said, we don't have a rim protector, so defensively we have to take more charges. So I would say that's the only area of concern is our size and how we communicate and how we play on defense. So I would say just defensively, I think that's the only minor concern. Offensively, I think we're fine, and I think we'll be better. I think we'll be better once the season starts, and you know, once those big games come. I think we have a lot of players that have been in that situation, and we'll step it up a lot on defense.
How impressive have you been with Kendall's production, and in terms of three-point shooters? Where does he rank amongst guys you played with?
He's up there. Him and Marcus Marshall, probably the top two. Just it doesn't really matter if if a guy has a hand up or not. You know, he still has a high release. So I think that's the difference of what I've seen and who I've played with. No matter if he has a hand, someone has a hand in his face or not, he's able to knock the shot down regardless. And his range, him and Marcus both have, you know, really deep range, NBA range. So, you know, I think that's the big difference.
More questions for Josh? Thank you. Questions for Caleb?
Coach obviously wasn't very happy with the defense. I mean, do you have the same amount of concern, or do you think it was just the second half where you kind of were up high a lot and put off the?
Yeah, kind of like Coach said, just coming out lackadaisical, and I mean, I don't know, I just taking the lead for granted pretty much, and just coming out being lazy. I mean, I know what kind of potential we have to be a good defensive team. I just think we didn't come out with the right mindset from the jump, and I think we should have came out with the same kind of attitude we did in the first couple minutes of the game when we went up. I think they only had like 2 or 4 points, and we went on a little run there. I think we should come out like that every time. I just think we just came out and just being lazy pretty much.
Is this a different offensive team in terms of the way you score this year compared to last?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have more options this year. Coach has a lot of trust in more players this year. I don't think he has to go to a, you know, pick and roll for one person with a 2-man game with 2 people every time now. I think that he kind of likes to go off the Warriors and pass, move, cut, run splits, pairs, just kind of get the ball moving. He stresses passing and assist, and we have a certain amount of passes, a goal to try to reach every game, and we kind of try to mold our style of play just like the Warriors, and just kind of no matter who's hot or anything like that, just kind of move the ball and get everybody involved.
And then you were in here after last game and you expressed a lot of confidence in Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference in him versus Costa Rica when he shoots about 20% versus now?
It's just confidence. Like Kendall's always been a great shooter, no matter what. Like even from whenever he first stepped foot on campus, and I could see that from the first game of pickup when we were sitting out last year. Costa Rica was a fluke, pretty much. I've never seen him shoot that bad. And I mean, he's such a good shooter. I knew he was going to come back. It was come back regardless. You know, like I know, like he's never going to shoot like that. We just, not only himself has got confidence in the shot, but the whole entire team and the staff. Everybody knows how well of a shooter, a spot-up shooter he is. So helps us out a lot.
How much of what Coach said, either in the locker room and probably repeated up here, do you think it's just he's trying to motivate you guys because it's a preseason game?
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't want you guys to think, okay, we're picked to win at home.
Yeah. I think it's true though. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's true for our team, but like, you know, when you have preseason coming out #1 in the conference, stuff like that, Coach is right. I think there's a lot of hype over our head that shouldn't be there. I mean, we come in and work every day, and you know, we're going to work hard, and as hard, if not harder than everybody else. But you know, it's one thing from just saying that you're doing it, and another thing to come out here and doing it. You know, like you know, you can say whatever, oh, we're preseason this or preseason that, but like you got to produce. And tonight we didn't produce at all. Like we were #1 in the conference, and Coach is right. I mean, he's not the only one scared to see how bad defensively and how lackadaisical our mentality was coming out in the second half. We just can't have halves like that anymore, or games period like that. You know, like with teams come out like that, like I'm sure they're a good team in their conference, but we had to come out and smack people in the mouth regardless, both halves.
Is this a good thing maybe to happen now, you know, before the season started, a little bit of a wake-up call, I guess?
It is. I mean, sometimes it's good for stuff like this to happen. Obviously, we would love to beat everybody by 55, you know, plus. But sometimes it's good, you know, whenever you have a team like that come in. I mean, no disrespect, but we're supposed to beat them by probably 40 plus, you know. And they came out and hit shots, and I think that they exposed certain people and how lazy we were on the defensive end, and I think that's good for us because that puts us in our place and exposes us and shows what our weaknesses and what kind of stuff we can work on. Because if we can't get stops and, you know, keep a team from under 50 points and a half with them, like no offense, then how do you expect us to do that against San Diego State, you know, UNLV and all the other great teams in our conference? So we got a lot of work to do, like Coach said, and, you know, we're going to get right back to it.